Well, greetings. Good evening, everyone. Somebody in the chat, let me know if you can hear me. Do we have audio? Oh, yes, Ranger. I see there's a few regulars on tonight, guys. Thank you. Good to see some familiar names. Yeah, that's Ranger has barely got off his bed today, and I fire up the stream, start talking to the screen, and all of a sudden he wants part of the action. Okay, thanks, Natal. Yeah. Yeah, Ranger hasn't been feeling too well today. He's just been kind of bedridden, and about half an hour ago I made some food for him and even put a bit of chicken in there, and he didn't even get up and eat it. So I start talking to the screen, and here he is. No. Oh, down. Anyways, yeah, good to see everybody. That's awesome. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody had a good New Year's, and you got to spend it with some family and friends. Ranger and I had a fairly low-key to zero New Year's. Hey buddy, what's wrong? I'm gonna go out now. So funny, I start and he wants to be part of the action. Buddy, no. Yeah, how was everybody's New Year's or Christmas and New Year's? Was it good? What? You want to come up? Oh well, there we go. I guess you've started a tradition now. There we go. Yeah, okay guys, so yeah, wow, I feel like I'm doing this for the first time. How weird. Okay, so yeah, I have a video to watch. We're gonna watch this evening. It's about 20 minutes long, so hopefully you don't get too bored. There hasn't been a lot of action up on the mountain here. We've had some odd weather. We've had a bit of snow, and then no snow, and then rain and drizzle, and then more snow. Yeah, the co-host of the show. Well, he's laying down now, so yeah, it's just been kind of a wishy-washy weather for winter. As you know, I do have a new use snowmobile, and I really haven't used it much. I did fire it up, as you'll see in the video. I have managed to fire it up and use it a couple times, but there's still a lack of good snow up here. It's patchy in places, so I'd like to see, I'd prefer to have more snow and a good dump than this mushy stuff. So yeah, it's been an interesting couple of weeks too, as you'll see in the video. At Christmas Eve, I managed to, I had plans to get into town for a few things, and then got down to the pickup truck, and, well, couldn't get the pickup truck started. So I'm still without a pickup truck, no transport. So that's proving to be quite a challenge. But you'll see more of that in the video. What have we got here in chat? Anyone? Pro Gun Fred. Well, good evening to you, sir. Thank you. Thanks for sharing some links there, sir. Mr. Gas, we had rain, sleet, and snow. Didn't stick around long. Okay, and what were your temperatures? Did things dip down for you? I think you're expecting some cold temps. We still haven't seen any cold temps up here, guys. I think the lowest I've seen might have been mid-20s, which really isn't that cold. Last year we do have temps that tend to dip down to the sub-zeros. think it was a minus 22 is the lowest I saw last year. So we'll see. It's been fairly easy up till now. Snowfall and even temps. Progun Fred, I missed last week. Yeah. Bad Fred. That's okay, mate. I appreciate you swinging by anyways and sharing links and so on. Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, what else is going on, guys? Before we start the video, any interesting tidbits? What we got? Kevin, few nights single digits here. Yeah, how's the condensation? How are you managing condensation in the van when temps drop down like that, Kevin? That was my biggest problem, is condensation. And you got to be concerned about condensation because when you can't see it and it sits between your walls or behind insulation, it tends to turn into mold. So you got to keep that condensation under control as best as possible. Yeah, when I was spent a winter or two in vehicles and a van and a cargo trailer as well. There was a year in a cargo trailer. You know, I often had to crack windows up just to deal with condensation, even though it was, you know, freezing. Sometimes it's better to open windows and get airflow rather than have too much condensation build up. Family plan, get the Mountain Uber app. Yeah, so I barely get AM stations up here. I think I get one or two FM stations which have a lot of static, and maybe 3 or 4 AM stations which are you know, not the greatest, and they're not very clear. So yeah, Uber, huh? No cell signal up here, guys. Gas, mostly in the 20s at night and 40 or so in the day. All right, on. It's not too bad. Kevin, windows cracked and using a fan to circulate air. Okay, that's a good strategy. Yeah, I remember some mornings, it was in northern Idaho, and I decided it would be fun to spend a winter in a Subaru. And yeah, guys, I was gainfully employed. It was a decision I made not out of desperation. I just thought it would be a fun challenge. So I remember those mornings, waking up in the morning and then you know, having to scrape the ice off the inside of the vehicle, inside of the window. So yeah, good times. I totally understand the challenge, Kevin. Anyways. Yeah, so no vehicles. Fortunately, the snowmobile, the one vehicle that I do have, that's still running. So, you know, fingers crossed, touch wood. The snowmobile keeps running, but it's not too difficult getting around right now, as I say, even without the snowmobile. I've done a few sled trips already, as you guys will see in the video, hauling items up and down. So yeah, we shall see what happens here. We're supposed to get a dip in temperature, but you know, nothing significant with snow. So who knows? Who knows? It's weird. I speak to some of these old timers who've lived in Montana for, you know, all their lives, and even North Idaho. You know, all of them tell stories of these, you know, 10, 12 foot of snow that, quite frankly, we just don't see anymore. So yeah, it's interesting. Definitely, you know, climate change is going on, but when I say that, you know, climate change has been going on forever. I don't think it's anything new, but we're definitely in a lull for snow. I think the Farmer's Almanac for this region too is calling for high precipitation, but not necessarily a lot of snow. So I don't know. That's the Farmer's Almanac, which is generally pretty good, but you know, who knows. These weather forecasting folks are often wrong. I think they get it wrong pretty often, guys. unless it's a big, a big storm, a major system, that, then it's kind of obvious. But I think the problem with living in the mountains too is local weather can vary quite a bit in a very small area. The mountains and high peaks tend to sometimes stop large fronts or mitigate them. And if you're in valleys, sometimes, your winds can be quite different to what the winds are just 2 or 3 valleys over. So it might be easier to predict weather in, the plains rather than these mountainous regions. Again, unless it's a big, a significant storm. Yeah, no storms to date either for us. I've had no high winds. Last year, by this time, I already had 3 or 4 trees come down, across the roadway and around the cabin. Smaller stuff, but nothing so far. So even the winds have been, winter storms have been 0 to date. Windows, okay, where are we? 40 Conaline, 150. Hey, Kevin, did you insulate that? Did you add insulation to that van? Natal, nice haircut. Did you get a new hair trimmer? No, well, actually, I left my hair trimmer on charge for multiple days, actually a week or so. And I eventually gave it another try, and I got halfway. I got half a haircut before it died on me, and then gave it another charge for a few days and completed the haircut. But yeah, don't look too close, guys. It's a little rough, when you do your own hair with trimmer, you can't get too fashionable. So I'm not winning any hair competitions right now. Savage Lee, Farmer's Almanac is okay, but they failed to take the wandering magnetic poles rolling around so much. Throws off the timetables a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm not that clued up on weather and how it works, but yeah. Progon Fred lived in a car for a couple of years. Nice. Where was that? In the south or the northern states? Jim, going hammock camping next weekend, North Wisconsin. They have no snow. Kansas and Missouri got a foot last week. Good times. Right on. What Jim, what hammock are you using? Actually, I'm planning a little trip. I had a trip planned and I should have already done it, but the whole pickup truck issue breakdown threw a threw a wrench in the spoke, so to speak. So, but next couple days I'll be heading out here. John Off-Grid Garage. Oh, greetings. Good evening. That's a new name. Welcome. Kevin, it's a conversion van. I put some reflecting windows. Okay, what like a film on the windows, or are you talking about that reflective bubble? What's wrong, bud? Your food's down there, buddy. Go get some food. It's down there. I don't know. Ranger's whining. He's definitely acting a little odd. Oh yeah, buddy. Thank you. No. Okay. The reflex, yeah. That's what I used to use. Okay, savagely, I usually cut my hair once a year, whether it needs it or not, just with a Bowie knife. Well, so you're more manly than I am. Nice. Jim, war bonnet hammock. Yeah, okay, I'm familiar with the war bonnet. That's cool. Okay. Tennessee, okay. Well, we got you, John Off-Grid Garage. I remember calling your older videos, you saying that your truck turned over on you. Oh yeah, John. That was some time ago. Those were some interesting times. Let's just say that. yeah, you know, the one thing, guys, you know, I'll be honest with you, a couple of my weak points in this whole off-grid game for me is mechanical and electrical. And my advice to anybody asking about, you know, going off grid or, you know, living rural and making it happen is, there's one area of skills you should really try and hone and figure out is mechanical. So, you know, the ability to fix your own stuff is huge. And, you know, I can do minor stuff. You know, I've replaced alternators and starter motors and things like that. But sometimes it's hard for me to diagnose what the issue is. But knowing how to fix your stuff is key, guys. Buddy, are you going to just sit here and whine all night? Anyways, where were we? John Off-Grid Garage, West Georgia. Nice. This isn't going to work, Ranger. It's not going to work. No, come on. Sit. Sit. Stay. Stay. I'm not sure what Ranger's deal is tonight. This happens every time I do a stream. I think he thinks something's going on and he needs to be part of it because I'm talking to somebody. Strange. Anyways, okay, guys. So, nice. Let's get this video fired up for tonight. It is, like I say, about 20 minutes long. And for those of you who don't know, you know, I do record some of my life up here and, you know, some of the things I do, and I put it together and, you know, we play it during the stream. I'll be here watching the comments. If you have any questions or anything to say, you know, I'll either type a reply or you know, answer any of your questions, you know, on the mic. So we'll just see how it goes. That's how we typically roll. But we're going to start the video, guys. And like I say, if you got any questions, feel free to do so, or, you know, or comments, whatever. You know, I don't mind constructive criticism, guys, at all. So, yeah, Ranger, he's a good boy half of the time. The other half of the time, he's a challenge. So we'll get this video started, guys. Hopefully, there's a lot of me hauling stuff around, walking around in the snow in this one, guys. Hopefully you don't get too bored, but you know, having the pickup truck breakdown was, well, less than ideal, and so it's thrown me for a bit of a loop here. We got to figure things out here as we go ahead. So here we go. We'll start the video. Let's go. And let me know if the audio is
well,
good,
greetings and salutations,
audio from
guys and girls. It's Ranger and me, the Off-Grid Warrior. And today is Christmas Eve. And as you can see, I've got my fancy jacket on, which could only mean one thing: trip to town. Which I really don't want to do. But, you know, we're going to check mail. Hopefully the mailbox place is open. Otherwise it would be somewhat of a wasted trip. But we are going to pick up a few groceries. Very few. And some gasoline. So, yeah. Whoa. Good catch. So anyways, guys, hopefully all is well. Hopefully you have something fun and excited planned for tonight, or not, either way. But yeah, I think I'm going to pay attention to where I'm walking now. So catch you guys later. Cheers. Come on, please. I can hear a fuel pump running. I can smell fuel now. It's like so close. Hey buddy. I know, what's going on? We stranded up here? 2 vehicles. Both broke down. Ah, come on. I have no idea, buddy. No idea. Well, definitely. I don't know, guys. Just don't know. Well, so much for putting on my fancy jacket and going into town. I tell you guys, it's if it's not one challenge, it's another. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with the truck. I've had ongoing issues, and I knew something was brewing, but just wasn't in the situation to, you know, get it looked at or get it fixed. So I don't know. I do know I need to get that truck down the mountain, regardless whether I get it started or not. It needs to get down before we get into the thick snow. Otherwise it'll get stuck up here for a few months, several months. So I don't know. I have to figure out a plan. Anyway, such is life. I really don't know, Captain. Cheers. Well, it's I don't know, I guess that time of the month, guys. We're hauling 2 empty gas cans and garbage down this here mountain behind me. Gotta get it to the bottom, and the journey begins. Ranger's pretty excited. He hasn't really been anywhere for some time now. Well, nor have I, but I'm not complaining. So, yeah. I don't have any operational vehicles right now. So we're hoofing. There's no trips to town. No trips anywhere until I resolve the non-functioning vehicles. Right, Ranger? Yeah, he's drilling. Time to go. Let's start this journey, folks. It's following the deer trail. or Ranger's following the deer trail, and I'm following Ranger. Oh yeah, good news. Bottom of valley. Yeah. Well, howdy. Let's just say I still don't have a vehicle that runs, and there's not quite enough snow for snowmobiling. Which isn't too bad, I guess. Ranger on point as usual. Good job, buddy. Yes, I have actually considered having him pull us up the mountain. I have tasked him with that before. The problem is he's like, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. Good times, guys. Yeah. Almost there. Clearly I'm out of shape. I'm gonna have to whip myself up into a shape here pretty quick, guys. Not having any vehicles or being able to ride a snowmobile right now. Doing the old zigzag up the mountain. The old deer trail. Just travel the trail for 10 seconds. We're halfway, boys. Yeah. Hey, buddy. What does a man have to do around here just to get a shower? Ladies,
They're all busy pruning themselves. I guess I'll be pruning myself shortly, getting clean after our little hike down the mountain and up today. Ranger clearly hasn't had enough time running. Need to get run again, buddy? Ranger's always up for adventure. You don't need to get clean. When last did you have a shower? Actually, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah! Get your stick. Where's your stick? Go get your stick. Where's your stick? He's got about 10,000 sticks around here. But he's got a couple favorite ones, and they're always disappearing. Is that fun? Ah, guys, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah! Well, what can I tell you guys? I haven't gone to bed. I've been up all night. Went right through, didn't even lay down, didn't even get into bed. I have literally not gone to sleep. So, yeah, I watched the sun come out. Well, I didn't see a sun. I saw the sky appear and get light, and I just did not go to sleep. So, I'm trying to fight the urge to go and sleep now. We'll see how I feel after a shower, but I need to get back into a normal rhythm. Been a little rough lately, won't lie. So we'll see. Well, greetings and salutations, guys and girls. It's Ranger moving around somewhere down there, and me, the off-grid warrior. And yeah, we have 2 sleds and some empty containers. Today I'm heading down the mountain, and you may notice I have some goggles. We're going to attempt to get the snowmobile down the mountain today. As some of you know, I've been sitting on a new used snowmobile and haven't really run it yet because, quite frankly, we haven't had enough snow. There's still not the amount of snow I'd like to see. We don't have enough snow yet to really tear around. So we'll gingerly head down the mountain on the maiden voyage, and we'll be dropping off some empty containers. And really today we're helping out a neighbor, so that's why we're heading down. But I'm taking the opportunity to get rid of these empty containers and, well, pick up some water for the chickens and quail, which we'll do at one of the creeks down at the bottom of the valley. I've been using my drinking water recently for the chickens and quail, and we don't really want to do that. The chickens and quail can drink water from the creek as it is. I cannot. So yeah, it's a beautiful day, guys. Ranger's out having some fun. Yeah! And yeah, fingers crossed the trip with the snowmobile goes well. It's going to be a slow trip, nothing too adventurous, since there's really not enough snow yet to tear around. Eventually I'd like to get up here with a snowmobile all the way up to the cabin, but the snow is just not quite thick enough here. So, anywho's, we'll be testing out the new snowmobile sled as well. You see these wooden arms over here. So, first time trying that out. And yeah. The journey continues. I'm somewhat excited to fire this up and
finally really ride it, and fingers crossed everything goes well. I've had let's just say less than ideal luck with vehicles and motorized anything lately, so hopefully this one runs for me. Good to go. So much power. Okay. Well, I guess we get the show on the go. Well, here we are, boys. Time to get some water from the old creek somewhere down there. So, you want to live off grid, huh? Live like a free man, do your own thing, collect your own water, for the chickens, that is. Yeah, you too could have this. Joys. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Yeah, chore time. Good times. Well, greetings and salutations, guys and girls. You guessed it. Carrying some water for my chickens today. How's that sports ball treating you guys? Don't worry, don't care. Cheers. Well, greetings and salutations, guys and girls. It's Ranger. Somewhere, I hope I hear him. Ah, here he is. Come on. There he comes. Yeah, guys, we just got back from town a few minutes ago, and yeah, good news. The snowmobile, the new used snowmobile, seems to be going well. Unfortunately, I still don't have any vehicles. We still broke down, and well, to be honest, there's just no way that I'm able to resolve any issues right now. So we're not going anywhere. I did manage to get into town today. I was lucky enough to have a neighbor nearby who, let me use their pickup truck to get into town. And I really need to get to the post office. And of course, the post office was closed today. Imagine that. The one day I need to get into town, or can get into town, the post office is closed. But I did pick up some mail, guys. I want to thank you guys, the two persons who sent me some mail. I have some mail here all the way from Chihuahua, Washington, with a very nice card, and Texas too, all the way from Texas. Some interesting literature here. So thank you. I'll definitely look at that this evening once I get settled. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, no real plans no ability to fix any of the vehicles right now. Snowmobile's still running. Next couple days I'm hoping to get out here and get another evening of camping in, maybe 2 evenings. We'll see how it goes. Supposed to get a big temperature drop, guys, so we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, no snow in the forecast, or significant snow, which is a little bit of a downer. I was really hoping we would have more snow at this time of the year. I'm still hiking up to the cabin to to get home. Can't quite get the beast up there just yet, so we'll see. Anyways, unfortunately wasn't able to do some fishing. I had planned to do a fishing excursion, and of course with the vehicle breaking down, that ain't gonna happen. The lake you see down there is not ideal for fishing, guys. Not from the banks. You really need a boat to have any luck out there. Trust me, I've tried. And so I need to get at least, 8-10 miles away from here before I can get to a spot where I could, even think of catching any fish. So we'll figure that one out. But anyways, guys, Ranger and I are going to head home, and I've got a hankering for a nice hot shower. So we can get home, melt the snow. You guys know the deal. Melt some snow, have a shower, and I think I'm also pretty hungry. Haven't eaten today, so I could be hangry right now. I think the term is hangry. But we'll get some chow down the gullet, and maybe some reading tonight. Yeah, I've got some literature one of you guys sent me, and we'll peruse that. So hope all is well, folks, and yeah, we'll chat soon. Cheers. And we're back. I think we're back. Let me know if audio is working, guys. Yeah, so that was my last few weeks. I don't know, what are we now? Couple, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. It's been fun, that's for sure. Oh, look who's back. I start talking to the screen and Ranger comes back. I think he thinks he's missing some action because I'm talking to somebody. He's got to be involved. Yeah, guys, so been a fun couple weeks, let's just say that. How's the audio? Good. Are we back? We are back. Cool.
anyways, I'm not sure what to say after that. That kind of explains everything there. The last 2 weeks, not much excitement, shall we say? Just the regular grind of just getting through the day. I had a lot of fun in that snowmobile. There's quite a bit of power there. I haven't been snowmobiling for many years. I'm still kind of new to it, and the first snowmobile I had up here was a much older snowmobile and very underpowered, which was fine by me. It did exactly what I needed it to do. It was like a couch, the old school where you just sit on a bench, and this new snowmobile is, let's just say, quite powered. I mean, you get a little too greedy on that throttle, and man, it'll throw you off pretty quick. So it's quite a lot of power there. I have to just gingerly throttle my way. I don't think that throttle sees more than half throttle at any time with me. Maybe if we get more snow and I can tear around and get further up and do some, higher camping, we can just open her up. I'd love to do that. But right now we're like the old man on the Mustang GT. I'm just speed limit. Vehicle trouble is the best. Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, it just gets more and more challenging. Winter I knew would be a challenge. I've been through this before, and I just wasn't expecting not to have a working vehicle. And it's just another challenge. But strangely, I'm not as panicked as I should be, guys. I feel like I should really be worrying, but for some reason, I'm not. So I don't know whether that's a good or bad thing, but it is what it is. I think I've just resigned myself to not having a vehicle, because there's really nothing I can do about fixing the vehicle. I've tried to troubleshoot as much as I can, and I have my limits with mechanical troubleshooting. I'm not sure what it could be. And even if I knew what it was, I'm not sure how I'd fix it. There's just nothing in the bank right now, so there's that. So that probably explains why I'm kind of resigned to just figuring out how to move on without a vehicle. It doesn't help for the work situation either. I can tell you that I've been struggling to find work for quite a while now, and of course, not having a vehicle is, well, yeah. What can I say? Kipster, well, good evening to you, sir. Welcome. Have you been hiding in the shadows? Or you just get here? Some small generators output DC 12 volt as well as AC. Have you considered using your generator to jumpstart the truck? Well, I actually have. I had somebody I know drive up here and attempt to jumpstart, and we couldn't get the truck running even whilst jump starting it. That person also managed, we actually towed my pickup truck to the bottom of the valley, and that's where it is right now, because I didn't want to get it stuck up here. So the vehicle is down, but yeah, jump start didn't work. It seemed to be firing just fine. I mean, not firing, it was turning over just fine. I didn't seem to have a battery problem initially. It just didn't seem to, something wasn't engaging and firing. It wasn't turning the motor over. It was, the starter motor was turning and spinning, but it didn't seem to be able to fire up the motor. So I'm not sure. Mr. Gas, is there anything we can do to help? Mate, I really appreciate that. I don't know. I mean, without me knowing what the problem is, it's kind of, I mean, even if I had money to buy parts now, I still don't know what the problem is. So really, what I need to do is get it towed into town and have it looked at, because I don't know anybody who can come out here and look at it for me. And so until I'm in a position to get this vehicle towed, and you know, I don't know how I'm going to get it fixed. So yeah, but thank you. Actually, if anybody is inclined, in the description to this video, there is a link, a direct link, a support link. It's a PayPal link which will allow you to help out if you can. As much as the truck's a problem right now, need to. I'm a little concerned about feeding Doggo and the chickens. Things are a little lean on the pet and chicken food. So if anybody could help out with perhaps supporting, using that link in the description, that's like the most help I can use right now. But thank you. Thanks, Mr. Gas. How's your firewood supply looking? Many cords you figure you need? Juice Master, yeah, my firewood's pretty good. I think the first couple years I was up here, I used less than a cord. Of course, those years I was working through winter, so I wasn't here all day. I'm here all the time now, but I've probably got about a cord and a half of firewood, and it's still looking pretty good. I don't actually use a lot of firewood. I tend to, even if it's cold in the cabin, I will just tough it out with clothing layers rather than have a stove going all the time. I'm quite comfortable being a little bit on the cold side inside the cabin. It really doesn't bother me. Of course, in the evenings when the temperatures really do drop, I'll make a fire. And like I said, we haven't really had brutal days of sub-zero temperatures, where in which case I'll need to have a fire going all the time. But yeah, no, the firewood's looking pretty good, Juice Master. I'm not too concerned right now about firewood. Kevin, sounds like a fuel issue, maybe ignition. Well, Kevin, I can hear the fuel pump running. I mean, that I guess that doesn't mean it's not that, but the fuel pump is running, and when I pump the gas, I can smell the fuel. I can hear the pump running. So, I mean, it could be. If plugs smell like gas, then ignition control module. Okay, so that's something I didn't think about. That could be. I know I had a problem several years ago with that in another GMC truck. So the vehicle would turn over in that case, but it just wouldn't fire if it was a control module issue. Okay, something to ponder. Unfortunately, I just don't have the money to throw money at parts that may not be the issue. So, without having somebody far more knowledgeable than me try and troubleshoot it, I'm not sure what I'll do. Mark Perkins from Kentucky, need a loaner, man. I would love to work with someone a bit to fill in some serious skills gap I may or may not have. Wait, hang on. Need a loaner. Do I need a loaner? Well, I do have some neighbors. I did actually get into town, guys, and I think I may have mentioned it in the video, but I did get to town. A neighbor, a neighbor did loan me their truck, and I got into town. But relying on other people for loaner vehicles or constantly needing their help is not really a situation I want to be in. But yeah, I would work for somebody a bit to fill in some serious skills gap I may or may not have. Right. Yeah, so we'll see, guys. We shall see what happens. Right now I just got to continue plugging along. We got to get through winter, and just hope that something happens here. Don't ask me what. I really don't know. But yeah, definitely finding work now is going to be a struggle, to just not possible, because I can't sell myself if I can't get to work. So it's interesting. Let's just say that. Anyways, yeah, like I say, if anybody's inclined to help out, just check out that link in the description to the stream, guys. That's probably the best way to help me out now. So thank you, guys. Dropped your little cash. Gotcha. Well, Progun Fred, thank you again, man. I appreciate that. I still need to figure out how to I got to link that cash app with my bank, which I'm not quite sure if I want to do, but I'm gonna have to do if I need to draw any money out of that cash app. But I thought I'd put that out there, not knowing too much about it. I actually haven't ever drawn money out of the cash app, so I'm probably gonna have to do that now. But thank you, I appreciate it, Jim. PayPal donation done, not much, but something. Jim Emerson, man, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. I hate having to shill the link, but you know, I'm hoping to. That's one of the reasons why I do this, is hoping to make some kind of income. It's really my only option right now. What's wrong, Ranger? Hey, let me let Doggo out, guys. Fine, you want to go outside? Yep. Yep. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can actually hear the generator going. Let me know if there's any, you know, generator in the background in audio, guys. I tried to set a noise gate that'll you know, hopefully shut down any background generator volume. But yeah, let me know if you can hear the generator. It's only about 20 feet from me, 25 feet. So yeah, so another interesting thing that happened here, I did film it, but it just wasn't included in this video. I went out to my generator a couple days ago to fire it up, and I walk into my old chicken coop, and I get in there, and I notice the pull handle to the generator is just laying on the ground. My generator is elevated, and I noticed the pull handle is just laying on the ground with about 3 inches of string, pull cord. Somehow, I'm assuming a mouse got into the generator and chewed on the pull cord of the generator, and just ate right through the cord, and the handle dropped out. Fortunately, the generator does have a starter motor. It's electric start, but you know, if I have a battery issue right now, there's no way for me to start that generator. And it's one of those closed-in generators with about 10,000 screws to get the casing off. And I'm going to have to perhaps look online and find out how to get in there and replace the cord. Not that I can even purchase a cord right now, but at least the electric start still works. But I was quite irate. Needless to say, I set up a whole bunch of mouse traps all over the place to get that little critter. I'm not sure how the mouse even got into the generator, because it's a pretty sealed generator. It's one of these newer generators that has a plastic casing, and it must have got in somewhere where the exhausts out, and even that's a very tight space. So that was kind of annoying. Yeah, where are we? Mr. Gasgas, there's a little Christmas gift for you. God bless. Thank you, Mr. Gasgas. Wow, thank you, guys. I can't thank you enough. Really, thank you. Jim Emerson went to grocery stores today here in Reno. No eggs or chicken. What the hell? Manager said because of bird flu. I say BS. Yeah, Jim, I don't know, mate. This is it's really odd. I'm a little out of the loop. I've heard tidbits about the bird flu thing. I haven't been paying attention to it, but that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not sure where they're going to take this whole bird flu thing, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, out of my 5 birds, I'm getting 1 egg a day, and even that's not guaranteed. Sometimes it skips a day or two, and so I'm a little disappointed in my girls this year. Granted, winter egg production always drops off. That's normal, but 1 egg now and then is not what I was hoping for, and it's just the same hen out of my 4 new girls that lays the 1 egg. So I'm not sure what's wrong with the others. Anyways, where are we? Program Fred, you can link your bank with cash, or they have a debit card. Yeah, I might try the option of the debit card, Program Fred, because I'm not a fan of linking these apps. And oh, that's the first time I've seen that. Oh, nice. Almost off-grid grandma. Well, thank you. Thanks for subbing. I set that little pop-up. I don't know if you guys saw that. I set that pop-up, and it's the first time actually seeing it work, so that's nice. Welcome. Where were we? Yeah, I'm not a fan of linking too much to my bank account. Call me old school, or you know, I try to limit anything I have connected to my bank, and well, quite frankly, there's nothing in my bank now. It's actually a minus 40, and so, you know, good luck trying to steal something out of there. Where are we? I gotta let Doggo in, guys. Hang on a sec. Oh yeah, where were we? Oh, no noise heard from generator. Okay, that's good. That's good, because, you know, I can hear it quite well. Family plan. I can't tell if I'm hearing your generator or mine. Yeah, good one. Good one. I've lost 3 pull cords in the exact same way. That's crazy, eh? It's so annoying. I mean, there's little to no space for anything to get in there. And of all things it could chew, I mean, the generator's in an area where
almost off-grid grandma
there's
subscribed to the channel.
Boxes, there is rope, there's all kinds of things, other things a mouse could chew on, but it chooses the pull cord. It's insane. Always something. Yeah, Jim, it is always something, mate. You know, back in the day, I'd say 20 years ago, these little or just 10 years ago, these little crises and issues that pop up would really have thrown me out and upset me, and, you know, but for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's old age. It's just like, I just take them as they come now, you know, and if I can't deal with them, I can't deal with them. I try to adjust my life to accommodate whatever the issue is. If I can't fix it financially, I've got a little more used to that now, so. Yeah, what size generator do you run? Have you had good luck in terms of reliability? Yeah, Kipster, so I run sort of, I guess it's a mid-range generator, Generac brand, and this is my second one, and I've been quite happy with Generac. My first generator that I had was a 2200, which was more than enough, and right now I have I think it's a 33 or 3400, which is way more than enough. And let me tell you, it's super quiet. I'm not sure the exact model, but it's a square Generac, and it's super quiet. It's supposedly quieter than the comparable Honda. So I've been very, very happy with it. It does seem to go through a lot more oil than I would like it to, but I don't think it's too crazy. So, I mean, I could live on a 2000 you know, watt generator just fine. So I'm well overpowered right now, but The Generacs have been good for me. I'd love a Honda. Hondas are great generators, guys. But you know, I can't. A Honda is not an option for a guy like me, unless I rob a bank. But no, the Generacs have been fine. I've had some cheap Chinese ones in the past. Years ago, the Wen was another one, and that kind of blew up on me. I didn't get much use out of it, so I don't know if they've got better, but there's some areas you can, you know, I think cut costs in, and others you can, but you can't, sorry. So, I don't know. Generac's been good for me. I know the Predator brand is pretty popular with guys who don't want to spend money on, like, Hondas. I know somebody with a Predator, one of the newer Predators, and they seem to be quite happy with them. So, yeah. Okay, where are we? Am I missing any chats here, guys? Hey man, how's it? Church tomorrow? Mute. Greetings. No church tomorrow, sir. I don't know. You must have just arrived. I don't have a vehicle right now. I'm broke down in many ways. No pickup truck, no van. Everything's dead except the snowmobile. So yeah, I haven't gone anywhere for quite some time now, guys. At least 3 weeks, except with the one trip I got into town with a loaned vehicle. But yeah, mute. Yeah, no church tomorrow, unfortunately. Bill Griff, Alberta. Hello, friend. 1 egg a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah, I do love. I love eating eggs, guys. It's one of the few, I won't say few joys. It's definitely a joy for me to go out there and check the, you know, the chicken, you know, the nest box every day. I look forward to it. It's just unfortunate that nowadays there's, if I'm lucky, 1 egg in there, one lonely egg. So, but I've got 3 saved up tomorrow. Tomorrow I think I'll have 3 eggs for breakfast, and I'm not sure what else. There's no bacon. Yeah. Little Griff, I have had 3 different generators, and the vibration wears the cord and it will fall off. I pull mine, so replaced it before it broke again. Huh. Really? You think that, I'm not saying you're wrong, but vibration? What, are those fairly newer generators? Are they enclosed, or is it like a modern generator or an open style generator? That's interesting, that the vibration may wear the cord. Because the new generator that I have now that I'm running, I've never actually pulled the cord. Well, I did a couple times just to test it when I got it, but I electric started all the time, so the pull cord is, you know, seeing very little action. But and I haven't had this generator that long, so that's an interesting take on the generator pull cord thing. What what generators do you run out there in Alberta? Hey guys, so yeah, did I miss any questions? You guys got any questions for me? Any comments on what you saw? Yeah, I think the Honda generators are probably the better generator to buy if you have the money to spend. I'm well familiar with Hondas over the years, and folks living out in the boonies. I found that a lot of folks that I've met eventually end up buying a Honda, and what I hear is they always tend to last the longest. So if you buy cheap generators, expect to go through them. That's for sure. Family plan, a 3 egg feast. Yeah, I know. I'm really sort of a 4-5 egg feast kind of guy. I need to yeah, I expend a lot of energy up here, and I'm recognizing the lack of protein in my diet. I may or may not be killing here soon. Or I may have something in the freezer already, guys, that I got during hunting season. I don't know. But yeah. Protein. I do need to eat more meat up here. I expend quite a bit of calories getting up and down and hauling around here. And a low-calorie diet is not ideal for winter physical living. Here's the other thing I'll tell you guys, and I should just hang on a sec. Move, Ranger. No, move. 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 Okay, guys. Here's a little thing for you. Now, I know that these type of things are not meant to be everyday food, okay? But I was fortunate enough to get a few of these a while ago, and in case I needed something to eat. All right. And so I got this, and let's just say what they don't tell you if you're in a survival situation, which I'm not really, guys, but if you look at the ingredients to these food items, I use the term loosely, food items. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but this is Southwest rice and beans, okay? Southwest rice and beans. Pretty basic food, you'd think, right? But if you look at the back here, guys, that portion over here between my two fingers, between these two fingers, oh, my nails are dirty, sorry ladies, between my fingers, that's the ingredients. That's the ingredients for Southwest rice and beans. It's pretty scary what's in these things. So what I found, I've been having to eat these sort of bagged foods. I try not to eat them every day, but I've had to use them, and let me tell you, my body is telling me that something's not right. I can't imagine if you're in a survival situation, guys, if you're one of those preppers with thousands of these boxes, let me tell you, you're gonna have other issues to worry about if you have to eat this every single day for months on end. You're probably gonna die from this stuff. I'm probably gonna get sued now for saying that, but there is so much garbage in here, guys. And here's the thing. Unfortunately, I can't see now, but I'd read it to you guys if I could. I mean, I'm going to show you again. Look at the ingredients, guys. Oh, look at the I can't do this with the camera. All of that. All of that ingredients. There are words in here I can't even, pronounce. I mean, you'd have to be a chemist or, food biologist or something to pronounce some of these words. There's so much garbage in here. And so I'm grateful to have those, guys, but wow, your body will not be working optimally if you're surviving on that stuff. I have found, I have another brand here, which is that Mountain House. And I have a few boxes of their stuff, and I'll say it's much better than this brand, this ReadyWise. The Mountain House has way less ingredients in it, and names I can't pronounce, and I don't feel like garbage after eating it. But everything out of that bucket has been ingredients like that. Okay, I'll shut up now. That's my rant. Be careful, guys. Okay, where are we? Go way behind in chat here. First, what type of boots do you wear in the winter? Well, my good winter boots right now, Mr. Gas, are some. I've actually had these boots for about 10 years, and I've treated them like gold for as long as I can, and I've used the heck out of them. I love them. I think they cost me about $450 back in the day when I had money to spend at REI. And I bought these boots, and they're phenomenal. They have an internal booty. I can actually grab them. But they're getting tied now, and I've actually had to put shoe goo on the boots because they started leaking. The seams finally started to degrade, and if I'm out there for a few hours, my feet do start to get damp. But they are great boots, and I'll go grab them now. I forget the name of them. Where are they? Hey, buddy. You have to sit right there. Huh? You have to sit right there. Yeah, so these are Mineral boots, and as you can see, I've got the shoe goo on them, and the other pair has it on both sides. But this is a great boot, and also I found for hammock camping. I forget who in the chat is also doing some hammock camping. The nice thing about these boots in winter, guys, and that is when you get in your hammock or get in your tent, you can stay booted. So I just pull my feet out of the boot and leave this neoprene booty on it. And you know, my feet are still warm. I sleep with these in my hammock, you know, in my sleeping bag. They're pretty smooth. There's nothing that's going to tear up a sleeping bag. And so this is a great system for winter and snow camping if you're in and out of a tent and you don't want to start freezing, you know, your feet. So anyways, it's a great boot, but it is starting to, you know, after 10 years, I'd say around about 10 years that I've had these. After 10 years, they're starting to die a little bit. Okay, where are we? Any luck killing game to eat? Yes, Kipster. I'm really a bird guy. I don't have the space to handle a lot of meat. I don't have refrigeration besides a small 12-volt cooler. So let's just say yes to game, but I keep my game small. Of course, that may change. You never know. Jim, I have 2 generators, Duramax, dual fuel, never had a problem. Gotcha. Yeah, I see those Duramax are pretty popular on Amazon. I think they sell pretty well. I actually have a dual fuel generator as well, which I'm not using right now. It's one of these big guys. I was really lucky to get it. But it's, you know, it's on wheels. I can't pick it up. It's very loud. It's a dual fuel and seems to work well, and it's kind of my backup generator right now. Okay, Juice Master. Yeah, those meals are ridiculous. Eggs and meat can't be beat. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy with eggs and meat every day. Would do, you know, it would be what I need. Vegetables are kind of lean. I'm missing vegetables right now. I have some frozen or flash frozen vegetables, which are kind of homemade, flash frozen, and they're nice. But the stuff in the box, this ready wise, is it's rough on the body, guys. Jim, do your dead hangs and pull-ups. Great for the shoulders and balance out all that you're carrying. Yeah, Jim, there was once upon a time where, you know, I was dead hanging almost every single day. That's a great workout. A great workout. Pull-ups, guys, you can't go wrong with pull-ups. I did CrossFit for many years. Before CrossFit was super popular, right in the beginning days of CrossFit, I was for about 5 years, and I was a daily CrossFitter. And I actually went to Washington State competition to get to the CrossFit Games. This is way back, guys. I made it to the state level, but I didn't, you know, I didn't get down to California. I didn't make the top 3 out of 2,000 people or something, but I was pretty dedicated. I don't know if I have energy to do extra workouts anymore. Maybe if I was living a little more of a mundane lifestyle, I could, you know, work out. Mind you, I do. I have 2 kettlebells, guys, and every now and again I pull the kettlebells out and swing them around. I'm a huge kettlebell fan, and you can get a great workout with kettlebells. I've pondered showing some of my kettlebell work, but you know, I don't want to be some weird old poser guy on YouTube swinging kettlebells. I think it might look a bit weird. You'll die by surviving. You're right. Where are we? Where are we? I feel like I'm going cross-eyed, guys. I don't know. Fat protein maxing is a preferred mountain man plan. If needed, rice and beans will carry the day. Survival food has a lot of preservatives, and it beats starving. Oh yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. Problem is, you know, with these preservatives, they tend to bind. There's a lot of binding agents in that food too, and let's just say those binding agents bind a lot of other things besides the actual food. So why don't you melt snow for the chicken? In the video, you look like you go all the way getting water from the creek and then hauling it back to your home. That's a big job unless you're getting in shape. Well, I do, Natal, I do actually melt water for the chickens occasionally. But I don't, as a rule, only get water from the creek for the chickens. It's just that I had to go down and I had 2 empty containers. And so on that occasion, I just decided, let me just get 2 full containers rather than melt snow. Because, you know, melting snow and the way I melt it, I mean, it takes quite a bit of time to have the fire lit and going to melt the snow to fill up 2 containers. And I do have a lot of firewood, but if I have an option not to use firewood, and I'm going down to the creek or past the creek and I have empty containers, I'll just pick up water like that. It's just another method, but I have melted water for the chickens, and I do, yeah. Little off-grid Alberta. I had 2000 Honda. They run great if you can get them going in cold weather. Okay, rope fell off after about 800 hours, and two champions at 15 and 3500. Champions, a 15 and a 35. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, well, I think my generator right now, the one that had the chewed off cord, has about, I'm guessing now, maybe 80 hours, no, maybe about 80 or 90 hours. So that's not a lot of hours on a generator for the cord to be, I don't know, I spotted some mice droppings around the generator too, but you know that doesn't say much. There's mice around here. Unfortunately, I haven't got them inside the cabin yet, but it just the way the cord had frayed and looking at the mice poop around the generator, I assumed it was a mouse. It seems like a real design flaw if just the vibration of the generator can cause the cord to fray like that. Jim Emerson, I was thinking without a truck sitting so much, possibly water condensation in the fuel system, maybe check the fuel filter. Jim, that's a great idea. That is something that I can do, and I didn't ponder that. So, yes. I think I'll do that, Jim. That is something that I can do. I could pull that apart and see if there's water in that filter, whether I can do a little drain. Yeah, good idea, Jim. I'll give that a go. Okay, so where are we, guys? Any more? Ranger's laying right behind me right now. He's taken up the entire bench. Yeah. So, where are we? Mr. Gas, did you try starting fluid on your truck? Yes, I tried starting fluid. And in the air filter, this is a fuel injected. It's not old school like my old truck where I could take the air filter off and get straight to the carb. But I did try spraying into the air filter with the starter fluid. No luck. I also tried some chemical that I have. I dropped that in the fuel. Let's see what it's. I was told this stuff's pretty good. It's called Mechanic in a Bottle. We got some of that in there. So again, without being like a super mechanic guy, I've done what I can. I appreciate the ideas, guys. I definitely will be checking out the fuel filter, or pulling that apart for water. It's kind of obvious now that you mention it. Something I should look at. Buddy, I don't know what your deal is. There's food over there you haven't eaten. There's water. You haven't had anything to drink. Did you try starting fluid in your truck? Oh, yeah. Is there something that you need? Oh, guys, I don't know. Sometimes Ranger is like a good buddy, but quite often he's just... I don't know. I'm grateful, but he can be quite the challenge at times, buddy. Do you want to like take over the show? What? You can't get up here? Where are you trying to go? They definitely think somebody or something is up here. I mean, there's no food or anything or any reason why I'd want to get up here, but he knows that I'm talking to something and he wants in. Anyways, a spark issue. So a spark issue. I mean, I got I don't know how I would test for a spark issue. Pull the plugs and just look at the condition of the plugs would be, I guess, another step. Perhaps I'll do that after maybe looking more into water in the fuel filter. I'll look at that first. It seems like the easiest. Pulling plugs, I guess that's something I could do. Haven't done that before. I think I have all the tools. That is another one. Ranger's like my dog. When he's talking on the phone, he wants attention. Yeah. He's funny. He hasn't eaten all day, and he normally come dinner time, because I only feed him once a day, guys, and come dinner time he's straight into the bowl, and today he just didn't even get up off his bed and explore the bowl, which is a little worrying. I don't know. I gotta let him out. Hang on, guys. Yeah, I'd been hoping to get out. I got my days confused when I went into town. I guess it was the day Jimmy Carter was buried, because the post office was closed. But I was a little out there, and I was really hoping to do a camping trip, because the moon's out. We should be coming up to full moon. Or did I just miss it? And that's a great time to get camping out in the snow, especially out here, is to have a full moon. It's quite nice, but it's kind of dark. Oh no, I think we're a day away. Not sure. Little Griff, Ranger just wants to be part of the show. Yeah. He's definitely part of the show all the time up here, I can tell you that. I can't move from one room to the other, guys. Let me tell you, you've seen my cabin. It's tiny. And if I move from that side to this side, he gets up and follows me. If I get off the bed and come here and sit down, he'll move. If I just get up, he'll move. I think he's constantly concerned that I'm going to leave him locked into the cabin. I've done that a couple times recently. I just didn't want to deal with him. So also when I went into town, he's kind of scared that every time I move, I might be, leaving him behind. Juice Master, full moon Monday. Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah, hopefully I'll get out here. Today's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, okay, so I need to put a little trip in here. Nearly full, another day or two, full moon. It's bright, yeah. It really is quite beautiful in snow season, guys, when you're up on a mountain and, the moon is out. It's just a wonderful time to be outdoors in the dark, so to speak, with a full moon. And of course, the snow makes, the white snow on the ground makes everything seem so much lighter outside too. The moon tends to reflect off the white snow, so it's really quite nice. Nearly, okay, gotcha. Oh well, guys, how long have we been going here? I think we've been going for some time. 8:07. Oh, at least an hour and a half. Okay. Well, guys, this has been good. I enjoy the conversation, and it's really nice to see a bunch of folks who are regulars now. I'm beginning to, remember some names and see reoccurring names. And of course, some guys who I haven't chatted to for a long time. Who was that? Yeah, I was looking back at my old YouTube stuff when I put out that last video and going through some stuff, and it's been 11 years now that I've been fiddling around with YouTube. Of course, there was a vacation for quite some time somewhere there. Life kind of got busy and priorities changed, guys, so it happens. But yeah, 11 years doing this sort of, and things have changed quite a bit. I've noticed, you know, when I first started doing the whole off-grid and sharing some stuff there, I mean, there were people doing it, but way less than what there is now. I mean, there are so many young folks, couples doing the whole off-grid thing now, and you know, it's like triple what it was when I started doing it. T, hello, OGW and Ranger. This is Tomahawk. Hey, Tomahawk, greetings. Hey, thanks for your support, mate, and for sharing links. You know, where I appreciate it, man. Doing well, thank you. Yep. Very little to complain about. Alive and kicking. Jim Emerson, take care, brother. You and Ranger, stay safe there. Thanks for sharing the adventure with us. Hey, Jim, thank you, man. I really appreciate your support. Yeah, thanks for swinging by. We'll be doing this again. If all goes well, God willing, next week, same time. Have a good one, Jim. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I think we're gonna we shut things down now. I see there's been like 189 views, and the concurrent views have dipped between 16 and 20, 22, and I can see things starting to dip off a little bit now. So I don't want to just sit here in silence unless you guys have any questions or anything more to say. We'll I think call it a night. I haven't eaten tonight. I actually haven't eaten today. And I'm on tea right now, guys. The coffee has run dry. And so I had a few boxes of tea. I've got nettle tea, and I've got an orange tea, and some miscellaneous tea bags, which I've started on now. So I've actually been dealing with a few headaches too since I've stopped coffee. Well, not by choice, but I noticed the last couple of days now I've had these mild headaches, and it's that coffee withdrawal. So hopefully the tea will kick in here and become the new drink of choice until the tea runs out, of course, that is. So yeah, we're gonna, once we get done with you guys, we'll I don't know, tonight's dinner I think will be more pasta, and we'll have some kind of freeze-dried vegetable, and I have some spam. I know, guys, not very appealing. We're gonna shave some spam, and that'll be dinner, and we'll figure out some kind of sauce. Times are wild up here on the mountain, guys. Anyways, okay, guys, I think we'll call it a night. So what else we got here? Family Plan, good night. Thank you, Family Plan. Appreciate you swinging by, man. Thank you. T, have a good night. To get some grub into your bellies for you and Ranger. Yeah, thank you. We'll do that. Natal, it was good to see you. Be safe there. Good night. Yeah, good night, Natal. You guys have a good one. Mr. Gas, good night, sir. Stay warm. Looking forward to the next one. Yep, next week, guys, same time. Kevin, good night. Kevin, all the best to you. Stay warm in the van, and take care of yourself, all right? Okay, guys, I think we'll call it a night. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next week, eh?